Umintri rang ba ka Jylla ukon rat ke sangma haga khat artrik nailar ulapen skem biang ya ka jingkut jingmut jong ko Sorkar Jylla ban kin tiu bat pen roy ki samla don sam ban ya khon ya ki exam UPSC bat ki wei pat ki competitive exam habaya shimbenta hak ascend arjar arpurio ka seminar bala penlong da ka Meghalaya Administrative Training Institute mati haga campus jongka hamau diang diang shillong. Habakren siya ki samla ki bapen kre e ki eksam, ki samla puli ki nohikai bat ki kimi ki kpa, umintri rang ba ula ai ka jing ro ya ka mati, halor ka jing penlong ya ka ni ka seminar, da ka baong ka long ka senjam ka bakong san, ban ai ya ka jing alam siya ka jing tmu jo ka Jylla, ban penmi ya bun ngot ki kertong ki ba job ya ka UPSC. Ula ong ru baka Jylla Meghalaya kam dunai ki beriu ki badan sam, Henry ka jing e kalong, namar ka jing bam dan ya ka rukam trekam ka bala ban itho. Ban betin lenti, bat ban kyrshan ya kini ki riew dan sam. Ban pensha ya kani kaman, ukon rad ula kadau nuk saling baka Star Sports program ke Jylla, kabalawat iki samla dan sab hai ke jinga lek kai, na ka kinhun jongki laipo wajar ngut ki samla, bat menta lapan kre iki lengba ka jing puli balapan bet renti, ka jing penyo ya kabam, kababiang, bat ka jing ai jing hikai da kabapai kaman, ban poi syakathong jo ka jing jump, na ka benta ka Olympic araja laipun rio. Ula ong baya ka CM Inspire ru, lapan wandur ha ka ju ka jingmut ban itho iki samla ki ba angnut ban yakhun ya ka UPSC, ladu ka pasdang bat ban kyrshan ki lingba ka jing alam lenti, ka jing ai jing hikai bat ka jing kyrshan pisa, khanang ban yarap iki bakin la ban yo ya ka jing job, hai ki competitive exam paper. Mintri rang ba ula kren ru halor ka jinglong nong yalam bat ka sen syar khadar da ka ba patai ya ka di kum ka bayai beteng bat ka bakala kat kum ka pot bat om kum ka thong ka ba shilinti ka ba ukhan an infinite game ka ba dan ya ki thong ki bayai beteng. Ula batai ba ka jinglong nong yalam san perthei ka don ka kam ban pen wandori ka jing thmu bat ki policy ki ban ki dawlenti kat ba ki he Sorkar bat ki officer ki wan ra ya ka jing tip ki badan kam ban pen kala ya ki di ki jing thmu she ki kam ki bala ban pen tri kam. Dalor kata ukon rat ulaya samru ya ki jing mut na ka jing ai lenti jong uhi syapang ki jing e ka jing ai ne bat ka jing ne ha ka jing thmu ka ba syai. Ula kintu ki samla ki badan ka jing angnut ban phai shalade hi ban itho ya ka e ka ba shisha ka ba penlong ya ki ban tri shitam da ka ba pen pau ba ka jing kun jing mut bat ka jing ai tilut kilong ki ba pen ne e ki brio ha ka lenti ka ba jrong bat ka ba ju syam shitam ban poi sha ka thong ha ka jing ai khun ban job ya ki competitive exam. Ula keren ru syapang ka jing pen roy ya ka dustur jong ka jing yo e ki jing mut thamai ki jing alek kai sports bat ki sengkam sengjam ha ka Jylla haringkat ka jingin tiu ha ka liang ka puli puthi da ka bapen pau ya ka jing kermen ba ki samla ka Meghalaya kin sa shimi ki benta jo ka jinglong no yalam ha ka kerdan jo ka ri borok kawe. U director ka mati u swap nil tembe habak keren ha ka jingalang ula ka do halor ki jing e ki ba kerpang ki ba ki kertong na Meghalaya ki akendu ha ki exam UPSC bat ula batai ru ya ki lad bat ki buj ban pen pha kenang ba ka Jylla kan yo ya ka jing job ha ki snam ban wan. Haka ni ka program la sakhiru ya ka jing sami ki check CM Inspire ka ba marsan pa wajar tingka shakin nyongot ki kertong ki bapas haka UPSC Civil Services Preliminary Examination. Haka ni ka program umintri ramba ula pelipat baru ya ka Digital Learning Lab ha Meghalaya Administrative Training Institute haka jingadon lang u Director General Kamati uba Cyril Ding Do.
The kind of results and the number of individuals who could have passed the UPSC and other national competitive exams could have been much, much higher for the state of Meghalaya. Simply because we have the kind of talent that is required. There is no dearth of talent. But as correctly mentioned by every speaker before me, the problem most likely lies in providing that ecosystem, in bringing the stakeholders together, creating the correct environment, guiding our students and the aspirants in the correct way, and helping them to be able to achieve that goal at a personal level, and also the goal for us as a state. That they are converting this vision now into actionable plan and steps that we can move forward with. And obviously we realize that once we do that, we need to back it up with the full support and resources to be able to make that goal happen, to be able to move forward. And means, why are we sitting here today? That's just, I just wanted to share what happens in our small discussions and rooms that we are in, and we talk about these things. And the most important part, I'll tell you, when we do those kind of things, is to then let the team work. Minimum interference. And that's why you will not see me much out here, trust me. I believe that you set the goal and the vision. You put the team and you allow the team to work. That is how things happen. Otherwise, nothing will happen. For me, I always tell this to everybody, and I'm a person who studies strategy a lot. Not that I'm an expert in it, but I like to listen to it and understand from it. Is that for me, when I look at governance, it is an ongoing game. There is no end to governance, which is what we call infinite games. So in game theory, we talk of finite games and infinite games. Governance is infinite. You just go on, it goes on, governance goes on. There'll be one government today, there'll be tomorrow another government, after there'll be another government, or the same government continues, whatever, but the process continues. And for us as citizens and governments and leaders and officers, we need to understand that we are looking at the next 20 years, 30 years down the line. Elections are finite games. We fight in the election. There's a winner, there's a loser. But governance, once you form it, you work with that vision and see that journey and look at it for the state and say, well, I'm going to be there. The state is going to reach there in 20 years from now. And people will laugh. But we see the end and we see how the things are going to move forward. In fact, that's not the end also. That's just one stop again. And then we keep moving forward from there. This process of thinking, of how a government should work, is what we have been trying to instill in the last 8 years. I use this platform and this opportunity to explain a few more, problems and misconceptions that people have. And people really complain about me, saying that, this man gets consultants all the time. What about our officers? Aren't they competent enough? Again, we have to realize that in governance, if the particular individual was enough, then Conrad would do everything. He would write the DPR, he would move the files and implement the thing, and also he would be the one who would ultimately go to the field. And it can't work that way. Government, political leadership has a role to play. And I've explained that to you, that we create that thought process, the vision, and structure it with a policy. Our bureaucrats and officials then take that and add their, capacity into making that policy into actual actionable plans. And to be able to then look at that actionable plan into more micro detailing of getting all the world and global practices and ensuring that a system to monitor that and implement that happens requires experts that come in. And that is how things happen. And then obviously this chain keeps going on and we keep monitoring and we keep finding out things. Then Chief Minister monitors, he asks why this is happening, why this is not happening. We adapt, we make changes. Something is not working, we take it back. Something's working, we make it better. And this goes on and on and on. And that's how governance evolves. So friends are coming to, again, back to, I'm sorry, Mike, I drifted away because I'm just, again, this is what Syllad talked to you about, and even Swapnil. It's really about passion. And for me, this is my passion. It just drives me to the point where when people ask me, aren't you tired moving so much? I said, I don't even realize it. I realize it actually when I'm not doing anything. Then I realize I'm tired. But then when I'm engaged in this entire process of governance and making things happen and moving the system, I just don't see anything else. And that's what Cyril told you about, that you just need to be in it so much that nothing will matter to you. It's just that goal in front of you, and you just keep going on and on and on, to the extent that you will start enjoying it. You don't look at it as a goal or a fact that, oh, I have to get up tomorrow morning and again study. You look forward to it and say, I'm going to get up and study because I'm looking forward to it. When will the morning come again? Because I want to get back to reading the papers. I want to get back to studying my, the books that are there. That passion is what is going to get you through. And that's what it's all about. But at the end, to conclude, please remember, and again I'm speaking like an old man to you, but I'm speaking with a bit of experience I've had in my life, that things move on. Things move on. You give it your shot. You give it your best. Sometimes it's meant for you, sometimes it's not. And ask this question in your heart. Is that why do I want to be an IAS officer? Have you ever asked that question to yourself? Or is it just because some friend told you that let's go and crack the exam, let's anything, and you're just driven by that? Well, if that is an issue, then I think you need to do a bit more soul searching. And I'll tell you why. Because hopefully you will clear that exam. And then you will be starting your life and your career not knowing what you want to do. And that's when you will get astray. I came into politics because I told myself that I want to serve the people. I told myself that I want to be able to make a difference in people's lives. I told myself that even one person, if I can help, it'll give me a sense of satisfaction. That purpose that I decided very, very long ago drives me till today. And no matter what position I am in, whether I am an MLA, whether I'm an MP, whether I lose the election and I'm just a lost candidate, or I'm Chief Minister, that is that one purpose that drives me. You need to search within your soul and ask yourself what it is. Why am I giving this exam? Please ask yourself.